Welcome back, history buffs! Today, we're diving into some mind-blowing historical facts that you probably didn't learn in school. Get ready to be amazed. History, as we know, is full of surprises. Join me, dear viewers, as we embark on a journey through time, venturing beyond the well-trodden paths of conventional history to uncover 10 of these extraordinary historical facts. Facts so incredible, you'll wonder how they could have possibly remained hidden for so long. Did you know that Australia once went to war with emus? It sounds like something out of a Monty Python sketch, but I assure you it's true. In 1932, Australia's emu population, already thriving in the vast outback, exploded. These large, flightless birds, some standing as tall as a man, began wreaking havoc on farmers' crops. Desperate for a solution, the government called in the army. Armed with Lewis machine guns, soldiers were deployed to combat the emu invasion. The emus proved to be remarkably resilient, their agility and sheer numbers overwhelming the army's efforts. The Great Emu War serves as a humorous reminder of the unpredictable nature of the natural world, and the perils of underestimating even the most unassuming of adversaries. In 1518, a bizarre phenomenon took place in Strasbourg, where people danced uncontrollably for days. Imagine a city gripped by a fever, not of illness, but of dance. It began with a single woman, Frau Trophea, who stepped into the street and began to move, her body swaying to a rhythm only she could hear. As hours turned into days, others joined her, their movements growing increasingly erratic and frenzied. Physicians were baffled, unable to explain the cause of this strange affliction. Some suggested it was a curse, others a form of mass hysteria. For weeks, the streets of Strasbourg were filled with the sounds of shuffling feet and delirious laughter. The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of history's most perplexing medical mysteries. This secret CIA project involved mind control experiments that were hidden from the public for years. In the aftermath of World War II, as the Cold War cast a long shadow over the world, the CIA embarked on a top-secret program known as MKUltra. Its goal, to explore the possibilities of mind control and manipulation. For over 2 decades, the CIA conducted a series of unethical and often inhumane experiments on unwitting subjects. They used LSD, hypnosis, electroshock therapy, and other methods in an attempt to break down and rebuild the human psyche. It wasn't until the 1970s, when a congressional investigation brought the program to light, that the full extent of the CIA's activities was revealed. MKUltra stands as a chilling reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the lengths to which governments will go in the name of national security. Ergot poisoning from contaminated rye may have caused the hallucinations that led to the witch trials. The Salem witch trials, a dark chapter in American history, have long been synonymous with paranoia, superstition, and injustice. Recent studies suggest that ergot poisoning, caused by a fungus that grows on rye, may have played a significant role in the Salem witch trials. Ergot contains a psychoactive substance similar to LSD, capable of inducing hallucinations, convulsions, and other symptoms that could easily have been mistaken for witchcraft in the 17th century. Imagine a small, isolated community gripped by fear and suspicion, experiencing strange fits, seeing visions, and behaving erratically. The Salem witch trials serve as a cautionary tale about the dangers of jumping to conclusions, and the importance of seeking rational explanations for even the most bizarre phenomena. The mysterious disappearance of the Roanoke colonists remains one of America's oldest unsolved mysteries. The year is 1587. A group of English settlers arrives on the shores of Roanoke Island, eager to start a new life in the New World. Led by John White, the colonists establish a settlement on the island. White, however, is forced to return to England for supplies, leaving behind his wife, daughter, and granddaughter Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas. When White returns 3 years later, he finds the colony deserted. The houses are intact, but the colonists are gone, their fate unknown. The only clue, the word Croatoan carved into a post. The mystery of Roanoke serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life in the New World and the enduring power of the unknown. Hatshepsut, one of the most successful pharaohs, ruled Egypt long before Cleopatra. In a time when women were often relegated to the shadows, Hatshepsut, a woman of extraordinary ambition and political acumen, rose to become one of ancient Egypt's most powerful rulers. After the death of her husband, Thutmose II, she seized control of the throne, declaring herself pharaoh and ruling Egypt for over 2 decades. As pharaoh, Hatshepsut oversaw a period of great prosperity and expansion. She launched ambitious building projects, sent expeditions to distant lands, and established trade routes that brought wealth and influence to Egypt. Despite her many accomplishments, Hatshepsut's reign was not without its challenges. Hatshepsut's story is a testament to the power of ambition and the enduring legacy of a woman who dared to challenge the norms of her time. The real Pocahontas was much younger and her story far more complex than the Disney version. The story of Pocahontas, the Native American princess who saved the life of John Smith and bridged the gap between 2 cultures, has captivated generations. The real Pocahontas, whose name was actually Matawaka, was just a young girl, perhaps 10 or 11 years old, when she met John Smith. The story of their romance, so central to the Disney film, is likely a fabrication. Pocahontas did play a role in the relationship between the Jamestown colonists and the Powhatan Confederacy, but her story is one of tragedy and exploitation. Pocahontas's story is a reminder that history is often written by the victors, and that the truth can be far more nuanced and complex than the legends we tell ourselves. In 1919, a massive wave of molasses flooded the streets of Boston, causing widespread destruction. On a cold January day in Boston, a giant storage tank containing 2 million gallons of molasses ruptured, sending a wave of viscous goo surging through the streets at an estimated 35 miles per hour. The molasses, as thick as syrup, engulfed everything in its path, knocking down buildings, trapping horses in their stables, and sweeping people off their feet. Rescue efforts were hampered by the sticky morass which hardened in the cold air, making it difficult to move through the streets. The cleanup took weeks, and the smell of molasses lingered in Boston for months. The Great Molasses Flood stands as a bizarre but deadly reminder of the destructive power of industrial accidents. Often overshadowed by other conflicts, the War of 1812 played a crucial role in shaping North American history. Sandwiched between the American Revolution and the Civil War, the War of 1812 is often overlooked in the annals of American history. The war was sparked by tensions between the United States and Great Britain over maritime rights and westward expansion. For 2.5 years, the 2 nations clashed on land and sea, from the Great Lakes to the Atlantic Ocean. Though the war ended in a stalemate, it had a lasting impact on the United States. It solidified American independence, fostered a sense of national unity, and paved the way for westward expansion. This undeciphered manuscript continues to baffle scholars. Imagine a book filled with strange symbols and illustrations, its pages whispering of a language unknown to man. This is the Voynich manuscript, one of history's most enduring mysteries. The manuscript, named after Wilfrid Voynich, the Polish book dealer who acquired it in 1912, is believed to date back to the 15th century. Its pages are filled with botanical drawings, astronomical charts, and anatomical illustrations, all rendered in an unknown script. Scholars and cryptographers have spent decades trying to decipher the Voynich manuscript, but its secrets remain elusive. The Voynich manuscript stands as a tantalizing puzzle, a reminder that there are still mysteries in the world that continue to defy explanation. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these mind-blowing historical facts, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating content. See you next time. Our journey through the annals of history has taken us to some unexpected places, hasn't it? But within these seemingly isolated incidents lies a deeper truth about the nature of history itself. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep the spirit of discovery alive.